Alright, so no real plan, but I think we're just gonna warm up a little bit and get to work. I do have one thing that I want to do a little bit more of. Like finish this sketch, because I'm not too sure if I want to go with this one or a different style. But I'm freezing, so we're gonna go for that. I want to go with this one or a different style. But I'm freezing. So yeah, normally for warm up, I either just get some random stuff off Pinterest or go to quick poses because they're the goat. For like gesture poses and stuff like that. So I think that's the gameplay. I would show that, but typically they're fully not clothed, so we're not trying to get deleted on first time. Getting bodied in Clash Royale, so I didn't really prepare at all, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but let's see, and pull up chat. Let's go. Is music better now? I can see chat now, so or is it still like blunt, like definitely? Yeah, I just have one file for all my practice stuff, so I don't know if we call that not prepared or what, but oh, thanks, glad you like them. Yeah, I'm editing like a big one. Editing very loosely. I haven't been working on it for a while, but still, there's supposed to be a long art fight video at some point. I'm just lazy, I think. I think that's what that boils down to. Editing. No, so here's what happened. I did the base cut and haven't touched it. So, I mean, we're kind of the goat. You're allowed to be mean. You're allowed to be mean. I was gonna play my actual playlist, but I feel like the stream would just get taken down right away because it's mostly like, I don't know. I feel like UMG would just snipe me, so it should not work out well. Yeah, normally I just do an hour of like 60-second gesture poses for like a warm up. Usually I don't do the full hour because I don't know, it just kind of gets boring after a bit, but it's nice to just make some absolutely horrible looking things to like try and warm up, you know? And I don't know if it like actually translates to being better at drawing because I honestly can't feel it, but helps get the phalanges all moving, all lubricated. Yeah, I think just double checking. Is music still absolutely annihilated or are we chilling? I'm gonna just check out the stream. Hold up. Where are we chilling? It's a little too loud, okay. It's like a lo-fi Animal Crossing mix, and I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. I chose it about 7 seconds ago, so kind of iffy on it, but I had one last time I streamed, which I think was like a year ago at this point, but like I lost it at the same time. Because I don't know why. You think Nintendo would be, like with how they are with tournaments, you think they'd be horrible with their music, but I mean, all my videos have Animal Crossing stuff in the background. And so does like every YouTuber ever, so they must not care. Or they'll just take my firstborn or something like that when it happens, but future me's problems right there, so. Holy shit, this big. Yeah, I'm trying to fit 20 of them on one canvas, so I need to chill out. I usually never open this, so they look bad. But that's kind of the point, I think. Am I yapping or do I want questions? Feel free to throw some questions. My brain is kind of not working. I was speedrunning an assignment for school and I've just finished it, so we might be late for work tomorrow, but that's okay. I'd even be down to draw like some of your guys' characters. I mean, I guess I could just pop in the Discord and grab some real quick after we are warmed up a little bit, but because I have zero idea what I want to do for that one. Would I rather eat only meat or only eat vegan? I think, I mean, from realistically, I should answer vegan just because, I mean, if we think about it, our chemically made drinks, like call it a white monster, the nectar, you know, are those vegan? Because I feel like they are, because if it's like all lab made, it doesn't affect an animal, right? I don't think I've had any like vegan food flat out, like full stop, so I don't even know if it's good or not. All I've heard is the hate, the vegan hate, so. It's actually harder to talk while doing this than I thought. I find it easier to yap when I'm doing like an actual drawing than something timed, almost. And honestly, normally I do these like first thing in the morning when I'm watching like a YouTube video. Because you gotta fully brain rot. You got double screen rate to success. Fish head or horse head? Fish head, because fish are badass. That's why. Captain, can I name drop you or do I have to say Captain? Yeah, fish are the move. I was catching some hogs last night, not gonna lie. I was gonna stream last night, but then Canada stopped being on fire for 2 seconds so I could actually go out fishing. And then I walked outside today and I was like, I could barely breathe. I don't know, maybe I just got a little sissy lungs, potentially. But I think you got, Captain, I think you got third because I haven't streamed in a year or uploaded in 3 months, potentially. I was gonna go today, but I figured I should actually do homework because it was due, this assignment was due the 1st of August, and I just submitted it. And I don't think it has, like, late penalties, but I guess we'll find out in, like, 3 days. Oh, how do we draw the grippers of this guy? Damn. Ignore it. Let's see, how long's the latency here? I just clicked low because that was the first thing I saw. Let me see, I'm checking the stream out. So. Okay. That's not too bad. I think it's like 15 seconds or so. Oh my god, we're instigating. Oh no. I don't know if you guys have heard of the draw box. I don't know if it's a challenge or just like a borderline school, but dude, I've been doing it and I've been being annihilated because it's basically just drawing a box, but in like actual perspective. But I mean, honestly, I don't know. It makes me feel like a goofball. I've been doing it on paper because I feel like paper is like, I don't know, I like practicing on paper and then doing like the fun stuff digital for some reason. But I don't know if it's been working or not or anything because it's long too. They were like, on the entrance page, they were like, yeah, you know, speedrunners, 1.5 years. And I was like, what? I'm assuming it would work out. It would like actually work when you're done, but who knows? Oh my god, Quills, get reported. I'm banning you now, actually. Banned from the Discord server and YouTube chat. Get that. That's your sin. I want to get art into... Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't read. I've been wanting to get into art for a while now, but I've been procrastinating starting. Do you have any tips for beginners? Honestly, I would say... I'm assuming you watch anime, because that's, I think, how everyone starts drawing. But I would say just draw stuff that you have fun with. And I didn't actually, like, worry about, like, being good. Like, obviously, you think about it for a little bit. You're like, oh, damn, like, you know, being good is, like, Wallop would be absolutely badass and cool and awesome and sick. But I didn't really think about, like, I wouldn't really worry about your skill for a while and just really just have fun, draw some fan art. I copied a lot of stuff, like, when I started. Like, I mean, I was watching Naruto. I think it's Fullmetal Alchemist is, like, my first anime, but either way, you know, I was watching that, and I was like, oh my god, I want to draw Edward. Oh my god, he's so cool. And then you just make some stupid OCs. Like, I made, like in Naruto, the 7 Swordsmen of the Mist, like, I made one. That shit's under wraps. Okay, we're never looking at those, but I would say, yeah, just have some fun. Okay, and if you have friends that draw, that'd be sick. I didn't when I started. I mean, they, like, come and go, but they didn't really, a lot of people don't stay drawing full time. So I guess that is one perk of the internet, you know? Out of, like, all the cons, but... So yeah, maybe join, like, a Discord server where you draw every day. And really just have some fun, you know? Doodle in class. You didn't know I'm alive. Yeah, I'm alive. I just didn't do any YouTube stuff for a while. I mean, my excuse is that I was doing school and, like, making a portfolio. I was playing a lot of Clash Royale and getting my ass handed to me, though, and, like, just full on. I didn't like fall into the pay to win decks yet, but I've been getting my ass handed to me right now. We're on a little good streak, but I can see it across the horizon that I'm just gonna get annihilated by these level 15s. So. Oh yeah, I did also try and play Zenless Zone Zero, but it's 50 gigabytes, and I was gonna play it on my phone, and I was like amazed that you can make a mobile game that big. Because I saw, was it Ellen Joe, the rat one, who's like fine. I saw her and I was like, okay, we need to play the game. We need to check this out. But I just couldn't still. It just was not, the stuff wasn't happening. I did download it, but I don't know. I don't like playing games on PC that much because my wrists are just like nada. And also my setup is not meant for gaming at all. Like I can do like little short bursts of it, but no. Nothing long term. Even like typing, it's kind of not the best because it's basically just drawing monitor and the keyboard in front of it. So I'm kind of like forcing myself to sit like an absolute troglodyte, but I think I made her a little too thick. Oh yeah, I found one artist on YouTube. He streams for like 16 hours a day, and he's just practicing every day. Not a word. The stream's silent, and I'm like, and he's just drawing the whole day. I don't know. I was watching him today. I was shocked because obviously, as you can imagine, best art you've ever seen in your life. So I don't even know what to say about that. Maybe you just have to draw more. I gave up on that one. I don't want to do this post anymore. Could open it, but I'm good. We'll say it's a good thing I was not showing these poses, because I don't think I've seen a person with clothes so far. I did see one guy on Twitch who was using them, and I think it's because it's like educational, like you're chill and you can show it, but I don't know about that. I feel like you're just asking for like trouble, especially when it's not I mean, it's a public site, you know. There's like no verification. Let's see. I think towards the end of the stream, I might try and blast some Yeet and see if that'll get taken down. Because I mean, I don't really listen to lo-fi that much or ever really, so it would be nice to just go deaf and listen to some dude mumble, but I would prefer to not have any copy strikes, you know, copyright strikes, but since I'm a beta. Oh, we have someone with clothes on finally. Isn't that just swell? Oh yeah, one thing I have been trying out recently is just using a smaller like pen, because like this is a 7 pixel. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I just get worse at drawing as the lines get thinner. I don't know what the point, like, it just felt wrong, so I've been sticking with it, but I don't know if that is like a style thing or if I'm just like skilled if you're washed, you know, just give up. Like if it's at that point yet, but trying to be like actually good. Which I did feel like doing more stuff on paper has helped like the line confidence part of things. And I don't know how much that's like visible in a final piece necessarily, but I feel like it's more clear in sketches, which nobody sees the sketches, so I don't know how much that actually matters, but I feel like I do like less lines per sketch at a certain point, assuming the pose is not something absolutely wild and I want to crash out while doing it, because that's what the drawing we're probably gonna be working on later is. I was losing my everything trying to do it. I was so like fuming at the pose that I started doing homework instead of drawing. It's been a while since I've had that. Eesh. That one's rough. Oh, what's this song? Yeah, I really didn't know what music to play. I had a little dilemma. Yeah, I really didn't know what music. Okay, I was just checking the music volume again. Because I was like, I don't know. A chill vibe would be nice because it's damn near midnight for me. But time zones exist, you know, as cringe as it is. Not everyone lives in the middle of nowhere, so I don't know. According to Mr. YouTube Analytics, there's a lot of people not in America who are subscribed, so I don't know what time zone would work best for streaming. My sleep schedule already is really cooked, so I don't know if we really have to worry about that. I don't really know how much it matters anyway, because I'm gonna be keeping the VODs up, so. I'll just have to play that one by ear, I think. So I'm getting lazy. One thing I do find myself is I get lazy pretty quick. Where it's like with these, it's like, oh, I could draw just a line. But the whole point of it is to improve, you know, and do it better than last time. So I try and like actually, I guess the goal is to like put more detail in the same or less. I mean, it's the same amount of time. So I guess put more detail in the time limit. I'm not too sure. There was one guy who was like good at drawing, and he told me to do there's a tutorial, but he was like, yeah, you know, if you want to not be good at drawing, or if he's like, yeah, if you want to be good at drawing, you just do gesture poses. I was like, okay, I don't know what the fuck that is, but so there's 20 of them. Do we want to do more? I don't think so. I'm not gonna learn. But I actually haven't looked back at some of the first ones. What's in this? Oh. I don't remember drawing any of these. Yeah, I'm just gonna close this file, I think. That one's called Grippers. Based, yeah, I know it's based. Yeah, we're pretty cool. We're always based. So now we switch to actual drawing potentially? Hold up, hold up. So I don't know if we're gonna be doing this pose. Because this is one option. And if you're an absolute degenerate and play Fate Grand Order like me, you would recognize her. So it's Ereshkigal. I'll grab an actual reference. Don't worry. It's this chick. pretty goated servant overall, you know. Do I ever use her in my party? No. But that's who it is. But I kind of like this one more. It's I had like a rough sketch here, but I didn't really mess with the, I don't know, the angles weren't angling is basically what was going down. So I don't know. I might just struggle with this. I might crack Pinterest open and just see what's going down. Because if I see some cool stuff, we might rotate. Although recently, like, I've been saving pins because that's what you do on the site, and I've been getting emails that's like, this violates our safety guidelines. Your account's gonna get deleted. So I'm on my like 5th account, and I've been just saving like here's a good example. I've been saving stuff like this, where it's just like a chair, and then I get an email saying it's like, that violates your safety guidelines. Your account, your shit's getting deleted. Bye. And I'm like, okay, I guess. So I just make a new account with the same email. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what I'm doing. I've been just not saving them, and I stopped getting the emails. But it's like, I'd wake up to like, yeah, my accounts get deleted. I'm on like my 5th one, and it lets me use the same email. I don't know what the deal is, but like the account's gone. I don't even understand, because I'm not even like, I don't save pins that are absolutely diabolical. It's like, and I don't even think I'm doing anything wrong. Yeah, I know. I'm like, I woke up to like 6 like different pins, and I'm like, deadass, one of them was just a sheet of hands, and the one was a sheet of feet. Yeah, how did Pinterest never shoot you? I don't know. I don't even know what's going on. This has been a thing since I've used Pinterest. But I mean, I just got my algorithm dialed in again, so it better not do it, because it's kind of hard to get like a good weeb. It's a pretty offensive chair. I know. I mean, frankly, it was saying some things to me off stream, and it might get canceled for it. You know, that's all I got to say there. Ooh, I'm seeing some stuff we could doodle. I'm not gonna scroll Pinterest because it sometimes gets a little freaky. Some people have a thing for feet. Yeah, I don't know if it's account delete worthy though. Like I say, it's like, I'm not even posting it. I'm just saving a pin to like a private board. So it's like nobody sees it. It's like, I don't even know. And I guess I would get it more if I was saving like anatomy references. Like, see if I can find a good example. Like if I was saving like only stuff like this, I guess I could see it where it's like, oh, it is technically like, I don't know, it's something. You could make an argument, I feel like. But I just don't get it. I just make a new account, but still. Oh yeah, I feel like her forehead's huge right now. I'm not really jiving with that. Ooh. Is your Pinterest a business or personal? I mean, I haven't changed it to a business, so I don't know if it like automatically makes it a business. But I thought it was just a personal account. I'm not doing anything on it, besides just like scrolling. I mean, I kind of just like at work, I just be on my phone scrolling for references so I can draw when I get home. So I don't even know. Let the lady have a forehead. Her forehead was big enough, all right. I'll fix it. Don't worry, I got you. We can, liquefy will save the day. We can make it. There we go. That's good enough. Dude, I already have a 5 head. I don't need to mimic it in my drawings. Oh, that reminds me. One more delay of making the new video because I want my excuses. I have to make a new chip, like little guy, because I cut my hair. So, I'm terminally, like, I don't want to redesign anything. So, because I had like a cute little system where I think I can just open that. I don't know if I want to open that. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna open it. But I had like a little system where I would just like trace over I had like a base I would trace over and then redo the hair and outfit every time. So it was still like unique enough, kinda, but there wasn't anything like any actual work that I had to do. You know, it was probably like 5 hours of making little guys, which that's not anything too bad. So imagine changing your profile every time you get a haircut. I don't know who would do that. Someone stupid, I bet, though. Someone real dumb would change their profile picture every time they get a new haircut. And they might be in chat right now. You never know. They're hiding among us every single time. Agree, yeah. Oh, I did find another... So I don't know about you guys, but I have like... When I see like a specific drawing, I'm like, holy shit, I'm bad. I'm gonna blow my brains out and change how I draw. I had one of those this morning. Did I save it? No, I saw it saved on my iPad. It was this person. I was like, what? Why are they so good? And why are these so bad? So we had a little crash out this morning. I was drawing on paper though, so like it's just sad when you're making like back-to-back shit paper drawings, because it's like if you erase and it's like, oh, I can still see it. It's still stuck in my mind. But yeah, I think we're gonna do some random Pinterest doodles and then potentially be productive for once. We can maybe get an hour of productivity. We might need to pop a Clash game out. I'm having the day. I want to lose some trophies right now, so I don't even have that many. That's the thing. It's like I'm still ass at the game. That it brings out a primal rage in me. I don't crash out of games like ever, but Clash Royale. Oof. I was yeah. Like this morning, I got perfect countered for 4 games in a row, and I don't even care if you don't play the game. Just imagine the rage. Okay. I almost threw my phone across the room. I was just fuming. And then my dog, he also just likes to lick things, so you have that. The song's not hitting, so it's like the playlist autoplay is doing some weird shit, and then you have your dog just going like just licking the floor. It's just I was mad. I'm not gonna lie. And like 2 seconds later, I'm like, oh, never mind. I was like, oh, actually, we're chill. So we're gonna be doing the fabled side profile right now. Can we make a good side profile drawing? I kind of give them, like, all of my people, when I draw them, I kind of give them, like, cone heads. And I don't know what the deal with that is. It's probably just skill diff. Skill diff plus, like, my form of practicing is just drawing more, so maybe that just, like, reinforces bad habits and makes me worse at art overall, and it's, like, a permanent handicap. Or something like that. Who knows? One thing I do feel like I'm like incredibly inconsistent with how I draw eyes. It's like, because I do draw every day, but sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I forgot how to do this. It's a horrible off day. Usually those are the same days I get perfect countered. It might be today. That might be one of those days. But like, I don't know. There is like a specific style like I see in my mind that I want to go for, but I feel like it only works with like one type of person, so I don't know if that's something like you change around if you change how you do your eyes every character, even. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to go more anime, I want to go more realism or something like that. Why do you pick that brush? It might be the only brush. It would be nice if it was pressure sensitive, like size-wise. You sense some kind of string between the two events. It's just chill. I don't know. Like this isn't the Photoshop round brush, which is what I say I use. So I'm kind of a fraud because that one is, where is it? This one, which I made this brush, and there. I don't know if you can see the difference. They might honestly be the same thing. But this brush is from an artist named Verdigris. Well, I'll pull up some of his art. Holy shit, I can't type. Where is it? There we go. Well, yeah, it's from this guy, and so it's like, I don't really look at his art anymore for reference. But like, here's his stuff, and it's like really good, you know. And you'd have to pay for it, so I'm not gonna just hand it out on his Patreon. But yeah, it's him and the same does ours. They both just use the same brush. It's the exact same file, because I also paid for his Patreon to get it. And I don't know, I just mess with it. It's probably just because I'm like, oh, these guys who are better than me use the same brush. That means it makes me better drawing too. That's probably what it is. But if you want to be a pleb and use the G pen and have actual pressure sensitivity, go right ahead. I've never been a fan of like the sharp lines though. I feel like, I don't know, I don't really do line art, I guess, so maybe that's part of it. But I used to use the G pen a lot. Well, let me pull up one of those drawings real quick. Because it's been a hot minute, not gonna lie, since I've used the G pen, but I can add sensitivity. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if I touch a setting, which I know how to make brushes. Okay, no is a strong word, because I also made a square one. Hello, LMB. Yeah, I also made a square brush for things. I really hate this jagged line though, and I don't know what setting gets rid of that. I wasn't messing with it for that long. I made it at work when I was on my phone, so it's like, that honestly could have been the problem, you know? I feel like it's something with the original pattern that's the issue. I made one on my old laptop, because I used to have a Mac, and it just died out of nowhere. So I lost it with that. Lost it with the sands of time. So, we had it, but I don't know. I don't use it that much though. I've been using it for like clouds and stuff like that, where I just want like extra texture. Oh, she's turning into a T-Rex. Oh my god. It's not good. Yeah, I don't know. I just like the simplicity of like only using one brush though. It's probably just like my ape brain is like ooga booga one brush. But I do use the airbrush, obviously. I feel like you can't not use the airbrush. But besides that, not really. I've been warming up to like some toners and stuff like that. I just forget to use them half the time, so it doesn't really. I'm like, oh, I just uploaded this drawing. Oh wait, I could have used this tone brush. Oh well. Womp womp. Dude, she's a T-Rex again. How does this always happens? This might be my sign to like practice drawing faces. That's also why, like, usually when I'm sketching, I do the face first, because if I have to look at just this horrendous face while sketching everything else, like, I'll just keep on trying to fix it, and nothing will get done. So I just like attempt to lock in, do the face, and then pray that the rest works out. I don't know. The face is not facing right now, I'm not gonna lie. I might use the superpower known as bangs and just cover it up. That was the wrong direction. I don't know about this one, Chief. Oh, we're just going bangs. We're going bangs. back on the topic of actually uploading to the channel. I plan, okay, and this is a plan, so it probably won't go well because we know how this goes. Planning on like end of August, maybe, because I should have like time. I think. I mean, I have time. I just need to like actually do it. Because I want it for this one to like actually be. Good's a strong word, but have like some actually decent editing in it. Because it's right now I have the rough cut and it's like 32 minutes, I think. I don't know. It's pretty long. And I don't know. I wanted to like split it up more and do like little mini tutorials and that kind of thing, like in it. Just because I feel like that would be cool. And I have the topics picked out. I actually have a piece of paper right here, which is my notes. You know, that has been on my desk for 2 weeks though, so I don't really know when that'll happen. I might just do it. I'm off next weekend. I might just do it then. I don't think I want to do a ton. Oh yeah, I found one app. It's called Amber Draw, and it's basically, yo, Brandon, what's going on? And it's basically just like, oh my god, it's like Procreate, but it has like little animations and layers. Oh, the streaming's new. Don't worry, you're not missing on anything. I want to do like, I think 2 to 3 a week should be pretty good, because I don't think. Okay, I was using my brain for a little bit, and I don't think I'm gonna be like uploading a ton. We're probably looking at one every 1 to 2 months. So I figured if I stream more, that'd be chill. Because I mean, I spend a lot of my time drawing anyway, and that would probably be good. So I don't like open a video juego like, you know, Clash Royale, Fake Grand Order, Super Auto Pets, web fishing even. You know, help me stay on task a little bit. Oh my god. I did think about streaming on Twitch as well. I just really did not feel like setting it up today. I don't know if we're gonna be doing that. I have an account there. I don't know if it's linked on anything, but I did make an account, so nobody will yoink my username. But I don't know, you know, if we're gonna actually do that or not. And also, I have zero idea what I'm doing for this design. I'm just scribbling. Let's see, one sec. My dog wants to be let in, so I'll be right back. We're so back. We're so back. Twitch is better discoverability and general chat experience, so it'd be a good idea if you want to stream there more consistently. Yeah, I think so. Because, I mean, YouTube's like chill. Just because I already have it set up is why it's easier. But, you know, they don't got all the funny emotes. That's like half the reason I use TikTok, is because they got the funny emotes. That's like the whole reason I have a Snapchat account. It's because it has the really funny sad emotes. Like, I don't know. Because I don't honestly know if you can even do like custom emotes on YouTube. Because I am like partnered on YouTube, so like I feel like I would have that feature if it was a thing. I didn't see anything about it. I saw like memberships, so I don't know if it wasn't there. I didn't open memberships or anything though, because I don't upload, so why would I open memberships? But child partner words are funny and I simply can't do that here. Exactly. Like, I want to gamble while watching my stream, you know? I don't watch Twitch either, so I feel like that's probably part of that. I'm not really like a big live stream like watcher, because I guess I have like decently alright internet now, but for a while there it was like borderline unusable, so. Yeah, I might give myself some time just like actually consistently streaming here and then scoot over. Because I think you can dual stream, right? I think that's the thing you can do, so that sounds like just a move. Let's go for a mullet. Mullets are always the option. So I think my dog wants to be let outside. He's just looking at me. He's gonna have to wait though, because I let him out dead ass. Okay, I guess it's been 46 minutes, but still, I let him out right before I started streaming. And I mean, he is a bit of an old ass, so maybe he's I don't know. He's not gonna actually have to go. All he does is he goes outside, he eats all the poop outside, and then like begs for food. And I just don't want to do that right now. It's midnight. I don't want to do that. I spent way too long on that, not gonna lie. Let's do some hands. Hold on, we need to... There we go. I've been finding hands are a lot more fun to draw on paper too. Yo, how's it going? Because I used to be like a paper hater, traditional hater. But I've been warming up to it quite a bit. Like I bought a sketchbook. Okay, so I draw on it. It's not that big. It's like a normal paper size, so it's at like 9 by 11. But I put it like landscape mode, and I only draw on the bottom one. So I'm like halfway done. Or I'd say like almost 3/4 of the way through. So I don't know if I'm just gonna flip it around and use this side. But the pages would smudge, I feel like. There isn't really anything like worth it in there though, so I don't really know what the deal should be. It was like a 2-pack at the old Hobby Lobby, so we might just buy some more. Because I think they were like $15 for 2 of them, so. And I may want to be not spending a ton of money, but I'll spend some money on some drawing stuff. How am I supposed to draw cat girls if I have no sketchbook? Okay. Gotta have priorities. Hobby Lobby doesn't use barcodes. Dude, honestly, that's the reason I don't go there, is because I have to talk to them. They talk too much, okay? They're asking me questions, and I want to go... I mean, maybe I have issues, but like, I want to go in, I would give 50% more to not talk to a soul. I mean, I'll let anyone just yoink stuff. Also, I can be sneaky. I mean, I'll just wear a baggy hoodie and start slipping shit in there. I love cat girls. That's my man. You're gonna get mod for that. That's a real trooper right there. If I had channel points, I'd give you like 400k. The cat girl conversion when we start drawing, it's real though. Because I remember when I started, I was like, why would I draw a girl when I'm a guy? I want to see some big, muscly men beat each other up. And now I almost exclusively just draw the cat girls. So, like, check this out. It's gonna be a better character design. Look at that. And it's a better character right there. You know, you see how it is? Dude, I don't know what my dog wants. He's looking at me again. It's just, I don't know. It has to be, like, studied. And then I think I'll probably be, like, an Uma Musume guy after that. I feel like that's the pipeline, is you go, like, big, like, Broly men into cat girls into horse girls. And then you just, like, are actually a horse racing guy. And you just bet all your life savings on that. I feel like that's what you gotta do. Because even, like, I live in a tiny town, and, like, W Place, if you know about it, it's just Google Maps and you can draw pixel art on the map. Even in my town, there's fucking Uma Musume and Miku everywhere. Got the show about that's Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh yeah, I did see one guy on TikTok. He's been like explaining the characters of Jujutsu Kaisen, and maybe I'm just illiterate in media. But I was like, hold on, Is Gege cooking? Was he like actually a good writer? I think so, or he's reading it wrong. Hobby Lobby is the story bridesmaid with it. Oh my god. Without buying anything. Dude, I used to be a fiend for the Copic markers when I had like the Subway dollars to my name. I'd be like, I'm gonna work for an hour and buy one marker because they're $8. Never used them. Or I used them, but I was like, oh, I have black and I have slightly less black. Oh, I can do jack shit with that. I was like, oh. Hobby Lobby is pretty good at though. I don't actually go in there. My dad's been getting into leather working a lot, so I had to go in there for that. But I just don't like the smell. I don't know. I'm like, maybe that means I've got something. I got a heavy dose of something, or maybe it's the microplastics or what. But Hobby Lobby, it just smells. I don't know. I just can't do it. It also smells really bad outside right now because someone decided to set Canada on fire. So I walked out, I was like, I'm getting fumigated from the nature. So can I pop a good finger out here? Check this out. Tell you what, that's Uno gripper. I have been finding that if you just like go slow and just like round all your corners, I can do like, that's a recent discovery. I found that out when I was actually fishing and I was drawing on my phone because I wasn't catching anything. W Place is infested with Deltarune everywhere. Dude, actually, yeah, because it's Deltarune and I don't know. It's got to be just Deltarune, Miku, and oh my god, what is it? Uma Musume. Because that's all I've seen. And when it's like a tiny town, you know, I saw some like Naruto and stuff just because it's Naruto, but like bro. Miku so peak. Honestly, the character design's goated. I've been trying to find like Vocaloid. Like I know, okay, she's a Vocaloid, right? So I've been trying to find like good Vocaloid artists that aren't just, because I'm not crazy into like heavy EDM, that kind of thing. I've been trying to find some, and I honestly didn't look that hard, but I couldn't find any. So I just resorted to Nightcore because I forgot that it existed. But yeah, I feel like I would like Vocaloid if they're like good at making the Vocaloid sound human. You know what I mean? Which I don't know if that like takes away the point or anything. I don't really know anything about it, you know. I just know that when I had my VTuber arc, and then they would cover Vocaloid songs, everything about the song was a literal 10 out of 10, except for the Vocaloid part, and it'd be like horrible. But like Gumi. We're gonna go to Mr. YouTube real quick. The one that I did like was Canaria a lot. I found a playlist called Gumi songs. Oh, there was this one that I really liked. It was obviously you have to like Lag Train, but it was, I don't remember the name, but it was Miku in a desert and she was walking. And it was like something something happy birthday. I remember one line. And I know Eve did a cover of it. But that used to be my go-to like hitting a new max in the gym. But yeah, Sand Planet. I think it was Sand Planet. Yeah, and like I don't know what the point of it was because I didn't have subtitles, but yeah, it was Sand Planet. But I remember someone in the comments being like, "Oh, it's about how like she started it and she's the last Vocaloid because the trend's over," or something. They always have the best lyrics because I listen to like mostly hip hop, and I'm kind of sick of just hearing the same stuff, you know. The death of Vocaloid. Okay, that checks out. Jamie Page is good. I trust you. You better not lead me astray. Oh my god, I can't spell. I spelled that thing wrong. Jamie Page. Big fan of Machine Love, good ass song. I've seen Riot for Clout. I've seen that one. Oh, I've listened to like half their stuff. Phantom So Dead, the Santa's Arm. That's kind of hard, actually. Not gonna lie. We're gonna abort this one right here. I'll just throw some bangs in real quick. Ay. She's rough right now. That's a rough one. We're skipping. We're going back over to this side of the page. Yikes. And I do have references. These are not coming straight out of my noggin. I'm not that good. Yeah, I've been like having to fight the urge because I know if I start it, I'll never have time to draw. But I really wanted to get into producing. And I was like, because I've been watching, I don't know if any of you guys watch Bishu, the YouTuber. He basically just does like a streamer, but like he does 2-hour challenges, and him and his fans like all make, like flip a sample, sometimes some of that stuff, you know? They have a beat off, essentially. And they just basically just decide who wins, and they do that like every day. He was in one competition with like T-Pain, which I didn't even know he streamed until that video, that's kind of wild, but he's pretty good. I would recommend Bishu. There was one guy, I can't remember his name. I used to watch him a lot when I was still in high school. But he would play Osu and then also make a beat and like make the Osu map, because I used to be really into Osu before, and then it gave me carpal tunnel immediately, which is absolutely badass and cool and sick of it that it did that. I'm not gonna lie, getting carpal tunnel because you play a game and you're still ass at the game is rough. Because I'm like a notoriously like horrible at video games, so. See, that's kind of rough. Like I tried, I don't know. And now I feel like just an onk, because I used to play, oh, okay, this is way back, but I used to play a lot of Phantom Forces, which is basically just COD, and like Halo 3. And I would be, like, I would see gameplay of myself, and I'm walking around like a level 2 NPC. And I'm like, I thought I was locked in. I was like, oh, I'm clearing this corner. I'm an absolute badass. And I'm like, oh no. We're just getting bodied by some random dude. It didn't help that like all my friends at the time were also like bond. Oh my god, we get that voice crack recorded? Jesus Christ. It didn't help that like all my friends were also buns at the game, so it's like bad. A lot of on burst, so many producers. Dude, I watched Slime's perspective on that, and I was watching it when I was camping, and that was the funniest thing ever. I watched that stream like 4 times. And if anyone didn't hear, I'm gonna pull up the beat real quick. It is so funny. It's like he had 3 hours to make a beat, and it's just so bad. Like I haven't seen anything that bad. Let's see.
Hello, dude. Hello, man.
So the wizards to me, I just knew around on FL. No damn clue what I do. Dude, yeah, the Bishu, he uses Ableton, and he pulls up. There's like 14 million knobs, and he's like, let's crank this one too, and it sounds like a godly chorus. I'm like, what? I feel like that's a rabbit hole. I just don't have like the time to give it the respect that it deserves, you know? Because that's like a hard enough. Dude, Phantom Forces was kind of the goat though. And I don't know. I tried to give it a shot. It was a while ago, but I tried to give it a shot, and it just like was not. It wasn't doing the thing. Like at all. Arsenal was good, yeah. I never got like too into it. Oh, I just looked at the stream. Is it still flashing my home screen, or are we good? I didn't notice it was doing that. We got a little Camaro hit every now and then. We should be all chill, right? Okay, it's a moderate amount of scuff, but it's nothing too bad. Release the list. Wait, Brandon, can you tell me? So, starting in 5 seconds, can you put in like 1 in the chat? I want to see how bad the delay is. Just like put 1 in now. And now we can wait. Because the stream, it had like a few different settings, right? For latency. And my Wi-Fi is like, the download's really good. Okay, really good. It's pretty good. It's like high 80s, you know, which for my area is not too bad. And but the upload's kind of iffy because I have Starlink, so it's depending on the weather, she gets a little dicey. Not gonna lie. Good news though, we're supposed to get like fiber optic in like within the week, which that's gonna be kind of like pretty sick. There we go. I like this one. That's the only one I like. I love cars, but I know almost nothing about them. Yeah, that's fair. I'm a big enjoyer. I think I know more than I would like to, because I had it was an OBS Chevy Silverado, right? And first truck, and then I manual swapped it, built an engine for it, all that shit. Oh, you've been watching the stream a minute and a half in the past and live. The delay's all my fault. Okay, dude, you were tripping me because then I was like opening the stream and I was like, the delay can't be that bad because I'm looking at it. I'm like, it's probably 15 seconds, that's a good amount, but it's nothing crazy. But it's like, you gave me a heart attack because my first stream, it was on my old Wi-Fi, so it's like my phone hotspot, and my room's in the basement, obviously. So I was like dead ass like hour and 45-minute delay because I was watching that VOD today because I was like, oh, how loud was the music, so I can tell. And I was like, bro, what? It just cuts. It was like a 4-hour stream and the VOD's an hour long. I was like, what? It was dropping that many frames. And that was on the old MacBook too. And I'm a Mac enjoyer, but I don't know. It's like I'm a Mac enjoyer, but I just can't justify spending $9 grand on a laptop, you know? Because right now, granted, mine's rage baiting me almost 24/7. Oh, do we finish this run? Oh, let's actually be productive. Let's see, where's Mr. Reference for Mr. Pose? Okay, I'm gonna have to let my dog out again. I don't know what his deal is. Okay, something's wrong with the face here. I think it's the second eye. You know, I may talk shit about using only one brush. If I was using a vector layer right now, my life would be so much easier because it doesn't get so blurry. I kind of want to put this drawing in Mr. Portfolio, so let's see here. Okay, I might have to be gone for like 3 minutes. I'm gonna let my dog out, so I'll be right back. I let him out right before we started, but I'll be back. We are so back. Okay. Yeah, he's figured out, like, somehow that if he wants to go outside in the middle of the night, like, he can, and I'll let him out because I have to, otherwise he'll start barking and wake everyone up. So, I don't know. He's chronically not very smart, but in the one way that is good at rage bait. Oh yeah, while you're here, Mr. Brenda, what do we think? We have, this is number 2, so there's going to be a little dragon in the background. Or number 1. And it's going to be like a water. Which one are we messing with? Because I'm going to be honest, I don't really know. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of the face right now in this one, so we got some little issues to work out. I don't know if this is one of those where it's like come back with a fresh mind kind of thing, or what. But I guess I can talk like typically about my process. Number 2 is more competition. Oh my god, compositionally interesting to me right now. Number 1 could lead to some cool background work. Depends what you want to focus on. And I'm just gonna label them so I know what you're talking about. Call this number 1, this number 2, or is it, or are you thinking the other way around? This will be number 1. I kind of want to do like, it's gonna be for my portfolio, which is like mostly character illustration. So I think this one fits the bill of that more. Opposite, okay. I'll correctly label them. Well, it's fixed now. I think I agree with you, honestly, because I feel like number 1 would be like, I think it'd be a cooler drawing. Like, I think it could look cool. But, number 2, she just got more going on. I like drawing characters, so I feel like this one gives me more room to cram some detail, because her outfit's, like, pretty detailed. Let's see, where's the specific one? Here's like her actual in-game asset. Oh my god. Which I'm not doing the sword, what's it called? The spear thing. Because this is like the maxed out weapon. There's like a more chilled out one that's like just an actual spear. And it's kind of like spinny, like fog thing. Because the actual characters, if you look up Ereshkigal, she's like queen of the underworld kind of thing. So it might be cooler. We might just have to push through with this one. I think it has the potential. Because if we look at the time lapse, we can see it's a 4-hour time lapse, and only the last 20 minutes are the sketch, because it was just thumbnailing for ages. So yeah, I don't know when I'll get this one done. I've been kind of like, I don't know. I've been doing more like actual hours of drawing, but it hasn't been on like a focus piece, because I used to do like, we lock in on this, we do one drawing at a time, and now I kind of got more projects going on. And yeah, I don't know if it's like me mentally being like, oh, let's prepare for commissions, which I do have open if you want to pay me money. They are very cheap right now. Yeah, it's like, oh, let's prepare for commissions, you know, do like more stuff at once, like try and be more organized, or if it's that kind of thing or what. But I don't know. tabs are all messed up. Wait. There we go. I've been using this app called PeerRef, and it's pretty badass because you can just have like a huge file of stuff, of like inspirations and all that. Because I really like this guy's like splash stuff. Oh, you can't even see it. Oopsie. Here we go. I like this guy's character illustrations, so you can see kind of you into a little bit of the composition from this one. Yeah. He has a very good Patreon, and I actually spent money on it, and it was worth it, because he made like the point, it was like character illustration. The background doesn't need to be good, it just needs to like be like a supporting character for the foreground, which is the character. So I'm not really used to like thinking that much about like what I draw, but I use PureF too. I mean, when I actually draw. Truth, honestly. I don't remember what YouTuber it was, but one YouTuber that I was watching like an editing tutorial and he mentioned it, and I was like, what? Why is this like the best thing ever? Probably put me onto it. I honestly don't know, because I've been using PureF for like 2 weeks, so. Let's see, I'm gonna dig in. I don't remember how to get to. Yeah. No, I think you might have even put me onto it at that point. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I don't know. Whoa. Whoa. I found the YouTube control room for streams. What? That's kind of sick. I know they had one. I remember making a board for characters I had mine like 2 years ago. Yeah, I know. You definitely beat me to that. Because, yeah, I don't know, I'm an enjoyer. Because I used to just have like a ton of photos tabs open, or just like my iPad next to me, which is fine, but it's nice if it's all on the same computer. Helps you like actually stay focused, you know? Bro, these eyes are gonna be the death of me. This might be one of those things where I just don't like it throughout the whole thing. I'll like other parts of the character design, not this. I find that every single time I draw a character that I actually like, it is the worst drawing I've ever made. And I don't know what the deal is, but oh my god. Like, I was trying to draw W a while ago, W from Arcanines. Dude. It was not happening. I mean, and I used to try a lot and be like, oh man, I love the design, let me try and draw her. And it's just the worst thing I've ever seen. It's an absolute war crime. It has to be just a skill diff, or it's probably a mindset thing, like mentally. It's like, I have to do so well because it's my favorite character. Other than that makes it horrible. Which, I don't know. Maybe I need to change my brain. Swap it out. Get a new one. Let's change the bangs up. Okay, I feel like okay, we're looking at it from a bottom-up angle, right? That means the bangs wouldn't be that low, I think. Screw it, I'm about to have the sketchbook to draw to. Let's go! Yeah. I don't know. Sketchbook is kind of peak though. I do have a big one, but I've been kind of using it just as school notes. But at some point, I think doing like a, I don't know how I'd set it up, but like IRL sketchbook drawing, you know, I feel like that could be pretty fun. I don't know how the logistics would work on that. I don't really have any cameras. I have a webcam, but it's really, really ass. So it's like minimum requirements just for like teachers to proctor tests. So tell you what, I don't think these bangs are banging right now. Gotta go those table games professors use. Dude, honestly, I was okay, side note, I was thinking of doing, because I don't know if you noticed, but I've been posting more like reels and TikToks and stuff. And I want to try recording like your monitor. Every time I do that, I get like I don't know what it's called. I'd call it like the screen door effect, where it's like you can see like the grid of the pixels. So it's like, it just looks horrible. And I don't know if it's my camera, because I'm using my phone, but it's like, it's got good enough cameras. It's probably just a skill issue, but I don't know. I don't have a tripod either, so I don't know if that's part of it. But I've never really messed around with cameras or anything like that, so I don't really know if it's fully like, if it's a hardware issue, like if I'm just buns or something. I don't know. Ooh, okay, now let's actually do the hair here. I plan on cleaning a lot of this up when I render. So I just want like the actual stuff to be clear. Maybe filters could help smooth those out. Honestly, and I don't know if maybe my phone like automatically records in 4K. I can't imagine that'd be a thing, but playing the shorts idea is, oh my god, playing the shorts game is a good idea though. Been doing that yourself. Yeah, I've been watching pretty much all yours. And yours have kind of been popping, not gonna lie. Like I've been seeing some, I mean, most of them have been 4 digits, like view-wise. That's pretty good. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, because I did open commissions on like VGen, which I don't know if anyone knows about the platform, but it's basically just like almost anime art exclusively, more like the VTuber kind of like sphere of things. But I got a code there, and I have them open. 22K on views on, that's pretty good, not gonna lie. And it's like immediate too. It's like you upload and it's like bloop. And then for me, that's what they look like. The one that I drew of the foot on though has been like that, but usually they're like immediate. At least for me, maybe it's like a skill diff. Yeah, I've been like mildly active with posting shorts, but usually it's like just a time lapse. And honestly, unless you draw, time lapses are like the worst form of entertainment, I feel like, because if you don't draw, what are you gonna get from watching a time lapse, you know? Because I like it when it's like some goated artist, they drop a time lapse and call it a tutorial, and I'm like, oh, okay, you're trying to flex here. But they kind of are just a tutorial. But I don't know. Because I personally find it really fun to like try and dissect how someone, like how their whole drawing process works through just a time lapse. And it's really nice when you can see their layers too. But usually just pulling highlights from a game. Yeah, exactly. I thought that could be fun doing like stream highlights. I don't know if I have like the mental capacity to look through a stream and be like, oh my god, I was so funny and cool and badass when I said this stupid thing. But art shorts are hard to get out there for real, because I feel like you can definitely crank a few shorts out like per drawing. I don't know if it's just like a mental thing, but I feel like you get like 2 posts per drawing, and then it's like, alright, chill out. How about you draw something? Although there is also like the perk of like less people do draw, and usually if you draw, you have your own unique style. So it's like you do get the automatic uniqueness perk, which is kind of pretty good. But making 5 for 1. Well, yeah, weren't your episodes like an hour long too? So I feel like that's a decent amount of content. I mean, that's a decent amount of time to. It would still be tricky, I'm sure, but at least you're not looking at like, this is a 13-minute let's play. Let's try and crack 15 shorts out of this. Because I feel like at that point you'd be like, I'll just hire some dude on Fiverr and be like, you draw this. I don't want to. Let's see. So that's Mr. Cape, and she has really long hair. I feel like we're getting there. Just kind of sit back and chill for a while. Be daily content for over a month is kind of wild. Well, I guess, yeah, isn't your term starting pretty soon too? So that's pretty chill. Let's not have to worry about it. For a little bit, anyway. Yeah, one thing I do go back and forth on is like how much line art to do. Because I'm honestly like, I used to do like, I'm like, we're not moving on with the drawing at all until the line art's done. And then for a while, like right when I started the channel, I was like, line art's stupid. Why would I ever do line art? And now I'm going back to doing line art. Which, this isn't line art, it's cleaning up a sketch, but still. It's kind of the same thing, I feel like. It's like, because my kind of process is I do like thumbnails, right? And then I move on to like refining some of them, and then I choose 2, which is this one and number, which we ended up going with this one, but still. And then like clean up, and then I go down to base colors, and then it's essentially just render and cry about it. And that's this process, and that can be anywhere from 1 hour to 30. So I don't know. Trying to like add polish to a drawing is like surprisingly harder than I thought. And it's easy to get like lost in the sauce of like, oh, this one thing needs to get fixed. Oh, this one thing needs to get fixed, and the shit's just never, like, the drawing's never gonna finish. Line art is so hard. I don't know how I'm good at it. I don't know if we can even call it line art. I feel like we're bending some rules by calling what I do line art, but I'll take the compliment. But still. Because I essentially just like, I don't even know. I don't know what I do. I just kind of scribble and pray it works out. That's like a recent thing, has been like trying to think more while drawing. Because I used to just go like purely by feel. That arm's... Oh, we're gonna be erasing that arm. Holy yikes, bro. How long have I been drawing for? Oh, let's see. I started in 2020 during COVID, so I think this is my 5th year then. Let me see if I can pull up my first drawing too. I think I might only have my first drawing on Clip Studio. But here it is. There we go. Let's see, do I have a signature on this? I don't think I do. Well, this is Mr. First Drawing. You can see there was line art and a lot of the airbrush. But wait a minute, no, this wasn't the first one. I think it might have been. I don't know. It was one of them. That one or this one was the first. I traced the pose for this one though, so it's not that. That's kind of cheating, I feel like. I don't know. It's been a solid, I would call it 5 years. So, it's a decent amount. I try and do like 10, at bare minimum, 10 hours a week. But, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where I heard it, or if it's even true. But I remember hearing that, like, if you want to improve at the standard rate, 10 hours a week of practice is what you want to do. And if you want to improve quicker, you just add hours onto that. Gotta go to sleep now, so I'm gonna head out. See ya, Brandon. Oh, if you have class tomorrow, yeah, you're cooked. Mine's online, so I can do it at 4 a.m. So we're chilling. But have a good one. I'll shoot you a DM next time I stream, so I can let you know. Because I don't know if I want to do like a full-on schedule in the future, but I feel like having something a little bit more structured would be nice. And I know I have a moderately sized like overseas audience, so I feel like doing it on other things on vacation just won't be that respect. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So you're telling me you don't want to pop an all-nighter on your vacation? Okay. Weird. I'll probably just be drawing this hand for all night. I think I might work on this drawing for like 20 more minutes, then we can make some like quick something or other. What I think would be fun when I get more commissions in the future is like doing them on stream. I feel like that could be pretty fun. Especially like even if like I was commissioning someone, I'd be like, oh, they're doing it on stream, I can watch it like get made. I feel like that's kind of cool. So was it like this? Is that how the arm works? It's like the one part of the pose I don't have a reference for. Okay, so her arm's there, and then it's there, and then it's there. So it is like that. I guess that doesn't look too bad. And then her hand's like this. Okay, we might be in the green here. I'm probably going to end up changing this hand pose a little bit just to make it look like she's actually grabbing the lantern. Because like the way the character works is like she has a few different attacks, but kind of one of the main ones is like she flicks the like lantern cage thing, and it summons this dragon and kind of like attacks for it. It's not really a summoner. Her actual class is a lancer, but that's kind of like one of the attacks. If you play Faker in order, it's the Buster attack. Is that one, which I'm sure you know already if you play. But I don't know. I think I want to try and use some of like the actual in-game VFX too, because I feel like that could be kind of cool. Like add some authenticity, you know, to the piece. And this, I'm not gonna touch the cage until we increase the size of this, because that's gonna be on a different layer, 100%. We're almost to the point where we can bump it up and go full resolution. I'd really like to get like the hair silhouette figured out. She has twin tails, and then like the rest of her hair is like really long and down. And honestly, it gets hard in my head to like imagine how it would all play out, because the wind's coming from this direction, and there's also a cape, so it'd be like something kind of like that. Which it's kind of like a little hectic of a side profile, in my opinion. Or not side profile, a little hectic of a silhouette, and it's kind of hard to read. So, I don't know. That might be something where I just like blend it into the background. I could do battle damage too, I guess. I'm not too certain though. Let's see. So twin tail go up and down. That's the back of the head. Okay. It goes like this, and then it goes like, and it's like that. Hum. Okay, then Mr. Cape goes down, and it goes like whoosh, whoosh. Ew, I'm not a fan of that. That might be good enough for now. None of this is final. It's all pretty up in the air at the moment, so I'm not too worried about like the actual small details or anything. I'm just trying to get a clean enough like base to where I can actually do some like base colors and not be completely lost. I'll still be a little lost, but that's okay. We can be a little cooked, just not fully cooked. She has these like 2 bars across, which I don't know what the point of them is, but let us see. What's coming along? She might be a little too tall. I could see that being an issue. Okay. Let's actually be mildly productive. Where's Mr. Reference? There it is. Oh, I got the outfit wrong. There's like a cross here. And the skirt's kind of weird. It's like a bunched up kind of thing. So I'm not too sure how I'm gonna actually end up doing that. So she's got like a skull necklace too. So I'll at least place it there. There's this cool lace pattern too. And the actual outfit has it on the other leg, but I moved it over to this one. It has like this armor. I don't even know what it would be. It's like armor leggings kind of thing. Very much an anime sort of situation, but I don't know if in the anime she did have that on. I haven't watched whatever Fate series it would end up being. Because as much as I like Fate, it's a mess to figure out anything. So, and if you go like, just God forbid, a subreddit and be like, "Hi, what series is next?" and you just get doxxed and beat up probably. I don't even know. And that lag would be like, yeah. And this actual sword, or this, let me just pull up the reference. This is a lot easier than talking about it. Here's the reference, right, of the character. Oh my god. So, we're changing a few things, but you can see like the spear is like a thing of light. So, I mean, I'm not going to draw it here, but I think we got pretty much everything that we need to be covered. So the crown's a little messed up, which I think I might just do that real quick. This crown's gonna be a little tricky. I might just leave it erased for now. Worst case, we don't put the crown back on, and I mean, who's gonna tell, you know? I think that's a decent sketch. Does the job. I mean, it's not breaking any records or anything, but I think we can squish her down just a tad. I should just lied. That was a bad idea. Yo, yeah, we're still going. Yeah. Is it like early morning for you though? I don't know how long we're gonna go because we're about to hit midnight, but I think we finally have a sketch, so no reason to give up now. that's good enough. I'll call that a day. Not for quitting drawing, but... And it looks like we did nothing, too. That's the freaky part. And I mean, I've been finding that I actually like my sketches way more than my, like, finished drawings. And I don't know if that's just me, like, absolutely butchering it up in, when I get finished or like, what the deal is, but... Can't say I like it when that happens. Okay, let's see here. I should get this guy too. I'm just gonna get it set up for so I can actually do it. So yeah, it's on my counter. Bro, we got the infestation. You know, I can't say I have the ants on my counter, so I probably just gave all mine to you. To be honest. I did have this fly. I mean, it wasn't right now. It was when I was getting bodied in Clash Royale that it kept on landing right on my thumb. So then I would misclick because I would be like flicking it off. And obviously, like, I'm baby raging, so the flicks are really exaggerated. But like, I'm glad I wasn't streaming that. I wasn't, you know. I don't have like the screaming rage. I just have like the internal like. I'm not gonna do anything, but like, I can't even run right now. I tore my tendon in my knee, so like we're disabled. Not actually, but like kind of. Let's call this character and let's call this background and split it up. Oh, not that one, this one. Let's go to Mr. Spare. How did I do that? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. It was like what my doctor said was that it was like a repetitive strain injury from just squatting a lot. Not like squatting weight, but just like when you're grabbing something on like, because I work retail, and it's like, oh, there's a bottom shelf, and it's like, you're like, this, trying to grab something on the bottom, where like it's like full bend, and then also like a lot of kneeling on concrete. Apparently, that's what he said, is like it stretched my patellar tendon, and then when I was doing weighted squats, it like bound up and like half tore it. So it's like, dude, exactly. I tore my knee stocking shelves. I'm like, bro. It's like, I mean, I'm not exactly a big fan of the place either, but I'm not. As much as I would love to up and quit, I have like 50 hours of PTO that I need to burn up, so I have to be there for a little bit longer. But like, I don't even know how that happens. It's probably just a skill diff at like end of the day. But oh my god. So we should be good now. So, and yeah, my doctor's like, oh, it's just a partial tear, so it's not really that big of a deal. Because I can still walk on it, and it's patellar tendon, so it's just the one that holds like your kneecap in place. So he was like, yeah, here's some physical therapy stuff. But it's like, it used to click really bad. But yeah, I can still walk and all that. It's not like crippling. It's just like past 90, which I guess I don't have the best like ankle mobility. So it was something like where to make up for the ankle mobility, my knees would be like extra bent. And I don't weigh nothing. I'm like 215. So it's like, it's like, oh, there's fat asses on my knees. Let's just tear. So That's at least what the doctor was saying. And when they were checking my blood pressure, they're like, yeah, it's 145/80. And I was like, oh, that's not good at all. But I don't know. I was like chilling. My heart wasn't beating that crazy. So I don't know what the deal with that was. It's like, if I would get high blood pressure, I want to get it while I'm like absolutely geared out of my mind on some like TRT. It's like, I don't want to get it when I'm just chilling. Yeah, he did give me this like anti-inflammatory stuff though, and it's like, I've never had it. Like, I've pretty much just been like an Advil guy, or just spam Advil. But that's like, I'm trying to trend up. But it's like, I usually just was the Advil. You know, you just spam Advil and pray it works out. I got this anti-inflammatory, and the way any muscle soreness from the gym goes away in like 2 seconds is kind of crazy. I don't know if I'm just like stacking damage for when I stop using it, because I only had it for like, I think I only have like 6 days left. Because I got it, I think it was Monday. No, it was last Thursday. So yeah, I don't have a ton of it, but yeah, I probably should have seen it coming, because like every single time I would fully bend my knee, it's like when I'm getting back up, I could like feel it bind, and then it would pop really loud, like loud enough to where people a couple aisles across from me were like, "Did you just drop something?" And it would do that every single time I fully bent it. But it hurt a little bit, but it didn't hurt that much. And then my doctor was like, "Yeah, so every time I did that, it was taking cartilage off." So I was like, "Oh, isn't that just badass? That's so cool." So it's really just all my fault. Is at end of the day. End of the day, what happened? I'm just a little stupid, potentially. Oh yeah, I did find this YouTuber. His name's More Plates, More Dates. Or is it No Plates, More Dates? No, it's More Plates, More Dates. And he was talking about like just like using steroids and stuff. And I didn't know that tren doesn't actually build muscle. So it has like all the negatives, literally every single negative effect, and it doesn't build muscle. It just helps you like lose weight. Or it helps you like lean out. I was like, what? And I was like, oh, people be spamming it. Because the video was like this 15-year-old who was just spamming like grams of tren. And I was like, okay, well, he's probably shredded. Bro's like, looks like he's never touched a dumbbell. And I was like, what? I was like, how are you even getting tren if you're 15? When I was 15, I was like 360 just playing Minecraft. How do you even get tren, bro? So, yeah, I don't know. I was like, what? And I also I didn't really know anything about like steroids. So I got into like a little rabbit hole. I guess it like grows your heart. So then it can't contract, but it's indirect. So, and that's kind of freaky, honestly. Because like you'd think like, oh, heart big mean heart strong, but that's actually the opposite. I'm sure I was probably told this in school and I definitely wasn't listening. So I don't know if that is like a big discovery, but I have the urge to draw a cat girl right now. We're cracking this file back open. Let's do that. We're doing a little bit of Pinterest doom scrolling right now, so there we go. Yeah, I think I don't know about you guys, but for me, I like to have like full conscious effort in like, especially those drawings in the sketching phase, especially. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's more difficult to make like a stronger drawing overall, especially when I know I'm gonna be putting like 20 hours into it. I would rather have a pretty strong base than to have to struggle and make something else happen later down the line. Which I know it would work out, but I would prefer to not have just the mental anguish of 10 hours of fixing past mistakes. Which I'll do it, but got distracted by steroids again. Easy mistake, easy mistake. Oh, also, when I went to the doctor, I found out that my scale at home reads 20 pounds light. So I was like, oh, I'm 195. And then I get there and it says 215. I'm like, what? I was like, okay, I guess this is like kind of good news. I don't know how to take it. Because it means like my body fat percentage is lower than I thought it was. But it also means I'm 20 pounds heavier, which that's kind of good. But I was like, oh, I trusted the scale. I got like a nice scale for once. I was like, oh, this is, you know, I'll get a nice scale and, you know, we'll be all okay. I don't even know. I don't know what the deal is because it like consistently reads. Because I got it when I was like still 360, and that was like before I went to the gym. So, and then it's been consistent because it's like obviously my side profile doesn't look like this anymore. So it's like it's consistent. But I got there, I was just like, huh? And I haven't been to the doctor since that. 20 pounds of muscle isn't bad. Exactly. It's not. That means like, because I'm not crazy lean. Because when I was at the doctor, they did like the, I don't know what it's called, but like the body scan where like they scan your whole body and get like all your stats. And they told me I was like 16% body fat, which is, it's okay. We still got some to lose. It's like just enough to have like a little bit of pudge all around. So I think we'd be like, what is that, 205 or 200 lean? Which that's not a bad place to be because I'm not tall. I'm 5'10". So it's like the math's there. But because I haven't really been doing a cut or a bulk. I don't know if you'd call it main gaining. I've been just too broke to afford enough food for a bulk or to afford the good food for a cut. So that's just kind of how that math works out. Because I don't have like, I'm not on like a crazy deficit or anything, so. But no leg day for me for a little bit. That's basically. I might try out a leg day tomorrow. I don't know. I feel like, I mean, it's kind of weird because I feel if it's like 90 degrees, like we're chill. Who was the baddie in the other drawing? This one, this was part of the warm up because this was the warm up today. I just did some gesture drawings and then this is what I normally do to warm up. Like we can look at other files. Like normally I was doing some graphic design nerd stuff, but it's like normally I just do one of these to warm up and that's it. But I was just doing that today because I haven't been able to draw at all today. So 2 hours of drawing in one day. We might have to hit 3. I don't know. I've been trying to do 40 a week, which isn't really going the best, to be honest. But I don't track how much I draw on paper because I've honestly been drawing on paper like a lot. Because like I did go on a camping trip a few weeks ago, and I brought my sketchbook along, and I did not bring my iPad because I brought my charger. And that kind of got me hooked back on the paper meta. And I don't know, I'm a big fan. It just feels like I'm not cheating. I don't know why, but I'm not under the impression that it is. But a lot of people that I talk to, where they're like, "Oh, so do you do any real art?" and they're talking about doing digital as like fake in like quotations. I'm like, bro, I was like, we're drawing the same shit. Like I just drew an anime girl on the napkin, so it's got to be real. Maybe it's just fighting imposter syndrome or something, but I don't know. I did also notice that it's like helped out the confidence in like the lines. But there's also like the thing, there's like a little bit of a, it takes a bit to get used to drawing on paper versus like digital, especially in the same day. Where it's like if I was just drawing on paper for 2 hours and I swap over to digital, it feels a little weird. Because there is like a disconnect, you know. And I have a drawing monitor, so it's not like I'm using a pad tablet anymore. And nothing wrong with it. I just find that when I have a pad tablet, my wrist is just cooked. Love traditional, but sucks not having IRL undo. Honestly, yeah. Like, it's bad. I've been getting, like, I'm like this with my pencil. It's like all the way over here. Zero pressure, just barely making lines, and I still fuck it up the second I touch it. I'm like, oh. That's rough. Also, I get bad goblin posture drawing on paper. It's like, here's Mr. Sketchbook, right? It's like I'm drawing and I'm like, that. It's rough. It's some good form. I mean, you just don't see it like that. It has been fun doing that, like waking up mildly earlier before work and doing that as like, oh, I didn't wake up for work. I woke up to draw, and I've been finding that's a lot better. So I'm not like permanently angry. I have a phantom undo button. Oh, honestly, like I'm spamming on my Alt Z. I've been doing that a lot of places. Like even if I mess up, I'll do it like it's like, oh, I dropped something, and I just catch myself doing the Alt Z on my lap, and I'm like, what? Brain's fully fried. I'm gonna be honest, this playlist is supposed to be it's supposed to be Animal Crossing. This doesn't sound anything like Animal Crossing though. Like at all. I feel like I'm getting scammed. I'll mess with it, but it's just like is jazz at this point. So much worse when I used to draw on my phone because I had 2-finger tap the paper sometimes in class. Dude, I did the same thing with Procreate on my iPad. Because also, I don't know about your school, but where I went, they would give you iPads instead of like a laptop. So you do all your work on an iPad, and most kids bought an Apple Pencil just because it's way better than, you know. Obviously, a pen's better than your finger when you're doing math homework. So it's like everyone would have an Apple Pencil. But I'd be the only one doing the undo because it's like, do it, and then 2-finger tap all the time. But I've gotten so used to my keyboard shortcuts though, like I can't even use Procreate. It just feels like so disconnected. which sounds kind of silly, but I was trying to a few days ago because I was like, oh, I mean, drawing app that's like easy to just crack open and, you know, do something. But I think that's just called paper, is kind of what I've found. Is that nothing beats the convenience of just actual paper and just drawing with that. And I feel like it's, I mean, nothing against digital, but it just feels more real. Portable sketchbook. Yeah, mine is, it's the same size as like a standard iPad. I don't know what it is. Is that like 7 by 10 inches or something? And it's pretty nice, honestly. I got a 2-pack. I'm pretty much done with, I'm trying to transition back to Clip Studio because I Procreate shame. Yeah. Well, also, I feel like once you get used to all the features in like a full-fledged drawing app, and I mean, I see some people make some absolutely cool stuff in Clip Studio or in Procreate, but especially like, I don't know if you ever want to go, if your goal is like to go pro or anything, because especially for that, I feel like you have to use either Clip Studio or Photoshop. That's what I want to do is, like a studio job would be peak. That's what I got Mr. Portfolio for, actually. Both my sketchbooks are bigger than my 16-inch laptop. Damn, you got the big dogs. I just can't. My posture gets, like, it's bad enough with the small sketchbooks. It gets really bad with the big ones. And, I mean, I'm kind of used to the, if I'm on a bigger, like, drawing thing, because my drawing monitor is a 20... I think it's a 22-inch one, and that's a pretty nice one. What do I even draw? I don't know what, dude, you've got to just be spamming studies in that or something. I feel like drawing like an actual, in paper, tiny sketches in there. I used to have big ones. I mean, that can even be like a fun streamer video later, is looking back at some old sketchbooks, but yeah, in middle school, I used to swear that, oh, dude, the bigger the sketchbook, the better the artist. I got the biggest sketchbook, I'm the biggest, bestest artist ever. Yeah, I tried to save most of them. I did lose quite a bit of my, like, first digital drawings. Just because I did them on a school iPad and I didn't back it up. I did, but they deleted the school email, like, the second I graduated, so. That kind of blows, but we're not really missing out on much there. I have one of them as like a time lapse on my channel, but I have that unlisted because it's pretty buns. So it was also just a flat out copy drawing, because a lot of my stuff when I started drawing, I would just copy from like a actual like existing piece, which I don't think that's bad if you're like purposely doing it to like if you're doing like a study of certain style or something. I think copying is perfectly fine. But I'd be like, yeah, no, this is my original drawing, to people in like high school, because I started drawing when I was like 16, and nobody would believe me, because why would you? But yeah, I'd be like, no, this guy, he's clearly been drawing for 500 years, and no, that's actually my art, so haha. Which is not the way. Luckily, I didn't, like, deadass just didn't have internet back then, so I couldn't do anything like cringe. But used to trace to show my classmates I could draw. Dude, yeah, it was essentially tracing. Especially with digital art, I feel like you can, easier to get away with, but I feel like a lot of people don't see digital art as like actual drawing, which I guess I can get it, because I did do a couple art shows in my town that I live in, and it's like majority older people. Not a soul could understand it. I was like, no, it's the same as paper. The computer's not doing anything for you. It's just like you're just drawing. It's just the same thing. Didn't quite copy, but definitely followed tutorials very closely. Yeah. No, it's like, oh, I do have one. Yeah, I have my first sketchbooks, and the whole time when I like started drawing, that shit was straight copies. And I honestly don't think that's the worst move, because I'm gonna be honest, that's probably the most fun I had drawing was just straight copying. So because I feel like there's like worse things to do, and it's probably only like actually a problem when you're passing it off as your own, you know. I just drew the pose I found. I don't know if that counts as tracing. I feel like this is a mental dilemma for me. I feel like if you take, like, mentally, I'm like, okay, oh, let's find a good example for this. I'm gonna go on Pinterest to find an example. Okay, so let's say I take this pose, right? And let's just imagine in our heads this was a full drawing. So it's like, they're like, yeah, I love each other so much. It's like, okay, this is your full drawing, right? And you yoink just the pose. I feel like you're using that. That's not copying, that's just using it as a reference. Because you're referencing one part of the drawing. The landmark of my drawing ability was just combining different instruments and let's say the whole thing. Yeah, exactly. I feel like there's a point where it's like, okay, you take just the pose, okay, and then that's yours, right? And that's your one element. You got just the pose. And you find another reference, and that's just the lighting. And you find another reference, and that's the anatomy. And then you find another reference, and that's the background. I feel like you're just making an original drawing at that point. And then after a while, you still use references, but you don't use the whole pose. You might only use just the hand. When you have a stronger like visual library and you've drawn longer. You know, I feel like just taking the pose is chill. I don't see there's the issue. But I feel like if you're doing a study where it's like, oh, I'm studying this one like real picture, it's probably a good idea to use it. But yeah, I use Pinterest and just find poses all the time. Like, and that's half the stuff that I do. I mean, I don't really see an issue with it. I haven't heard an argument that makes me think it's bad, I guess is one way to say it. Because every argument I've heard that be like, oh no, that's cheating. It's like by someone who doesn't draw, so they don't really get it, you know? Because is that the same thing as saying like, oh, a tattoo artist, you give them a reference of something you want, are they copying it? No, they're making their own thing, but they're just using that as like a reference for the vibe, you know? And honestly, it's like, here's a mood board for the drawing that I was just making. Like, am I copying all of these references? No. I'm just utilizing singular pieces. Like, a lot of these are more compositional like things, but you know, I don't think that's really cheating at all. Honestly, at all, I would say. I did that trying to draw my own version of Spider-Man 2 years ago. That was probably the most happy I was drawing. I feel like, yeah. There is a point where it's like you end up having to essentially copy stuff because you don't. If you're fresh, you don't have anything to work with. But it's like now, I mean, Like this one was straight out of the noggin. Because I've drawn this... I mean, I've drawn the individual elements enough before to where it doesn't matter, you know? Where it's like, they're already in my head, and you kind of just piece together different stuff. I don't know, it's kind of a tricky one. And then some people are also saying, I mean, I say some people, I saw a TikTok where some people are also making the argument of like, or I guess just questioning, as like, how do we feel about AI references? I've got no idea what I think about that. Because I feel like I probably use an AI reference. Cardboard is, oh my god, we're getting, feel free to cancel me for this one, guys, but I think you should practice. Feel free to cancel me, though. That's all I gotta say. You know, we might have some snowflakes, but feel free to cancel. It's like they should just cancel someone who's like actually good at drawing. How about that? Oh, the stream is so chill down there. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I think we're gonna be doing some streams more often. I have a lot of fun. There's probably just gonna be interruptions here and there because I do be mooching off my parents, so there's other people in the house. Right now everyone's asleep because they have things to do in the morning and I don't. Because I work overnight, so haha. Also, found out today that I am actually partnered on YouTube for streams, not for videos, so I don't get ads. Use AI as reference 2 years ago. I got paid from an art server. I think that's kind of crazy because it's like, if you're referencing like one part, I don't know. I've 100% used an AI as a reference before. I feel like there's no way I haven't. From like, okay, all of these like this whole file is practice stuff. One of them's had to have been AI, 100%, right? I don't know if I care, really. I think it was about a year ago that I discovered you from these streams. Feel like you did quite a lot during the summer. Yeah, last year, I think around this time, I did them weekly for a little bit. And then I was like really pushing the weekly uploads. And then I kind of go through this phase of like, oh, weekly uploads are like the best. I should do them. And then I feel like it becomes like a slop channel, and I don't really like that. And then I increase the quality, and then stuff takes longer. So, I don't know. I'm trying to find a little balance. And then I still have to work and go to school. So, because my school doesn't have a summer break, so I'd just be going through summer. It's still like flexible time-wise because it's all online. So. Hairstyle. I've been trying to draw like some chunky ass bangs recently, and I've been having some issues getting them right. Because I bought an art book for Tokyo Ghoul RE or Re, however you pronounce it. I've been using that as a reference for a lot of stuff. No summer break is harsh. How long till graduation? That's the thing is, so I did a trade school associate's degree that was also supposed to be generals because I trusted my guidance counselor. And then I went to transfer the credits because I was like, oh, I want trade school as one option. So like if I want to, because I was 17 at the time, so I was like, oh, I don't know what I want to do. So I was like, I can be an electrician. And then I was like, this will also be an associate's degree, and then I can go and get a bachelor. And right now I'm going bachelor for software engineering. I'm like, so either option, you got two career choices, and then work on drawing on the side. And I mean, we hope that takes off, but I'm not going to try and force anything, right? Or it's like, we're going to make it take off, but the skills got to be there. You know what I mean? But and then I go to the Mr. Bachelor, and I'm like, oh wait, none of these credits transferred because my guidance counselor, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna like fully flame her, but kind of got scammed a little bit. So it's like I have two unrelated degrees, so I have to do this bachelor in a year and a half, which we're on track because I want to graduate at the same time as my friend. So we're speed running it a little bit. That's why we don't get a college for summer break. Is basically where I was going with that. And it ends up being quite a bit cheaper because it is online too. So it's like, I think my friend's bachelor, one of them, they're going to a few different schools, but the one I'm thinking of, I think his is like 30K a year, so he'd have like 120K in debt, which that's not too bad. I mean, it's definitely really high, but you know, it's not like anything absolutely wild. But I think I'll finish and I'll have like 20K, which that's not, I'll take what I can get, honestly. I'm not trying to sweat about it too much. Yeah, so I should, okay. I totally got myself on a tangent. How long until graduation? I'm supposed to graduate in February. I might take a term extension out though and graduate closer to May, because a lot of my school is like project based, and I'm thinking it would be nice if I could turn some of those projects into a portfolio and take longer, you know what I mean? So it's like have higher quality projects, and I mean ideally be like better at actually programming too at that point. Because like I can get stuff figured out, but it's like pretty rough. 75K counting with interest, but I'm not paying that back. Let's go. I don't think you have, okay. I don't think it affects your credit score. That's what I was told. I mean, granted this is in America, but still I felt, I thought someone said that you don't have to pay them back. Like you're supposed to, but they don't affect your credit score if you don't. I'm still going to pay them back, but I was like, huh. Yeah. I actually have more vehicle debt than student loan debt right now. So, because, yeah, I think you know the story of Mr. Truck, but we got a different one. And this one actually has AC, which is, it's worth the monthly payment for AC, not gonna lie. AC, and it's starting like consistently and not breaking. It's so much. The stress I have from that thing, like I have probably permanent anxiety from my old car. It doesn't in the UK, and it gets wiped if we haven't paid it in 30 to 40 years. Why would you even pay it then? Like at least in the US, I know it doesn't get wiped. It's still there. You still have debt, but like it doesn't affect your credit score. I think it would be harder to get a house. But like interest doesn't accrue, or for me, my student loans are, it's 0.01% interest a year, which is, I think I've had like $40 of interest. Rip Truckcoon, exactly. I don't know if I put it in the server, but I ended up having, so when I was driving to sell it to this one guy, I did a launch, which was kind of my bad, and it broke all the wheel studs on the two rear wheels loose at like 70 miles an hour on the way to sell it. So that obviously fell through, and then I fixed that, and then ended up having to part it out. So I had to take the engine out, put a different engine in it, sell the truck, and then sell the engine separately. And I was like, oh, at least my hands are clean a bit. But the way I'm gonna build that exact same vehicle when I have more money is gonna be crazy. It was so much fun, but like, it sucks when it's like, oh, it's negative 30 out, and I have to spend literally 2 hours getting my car started. And it also gets 6 miles a gallon, which is perfect when I'm like already broke. Which, it's really fun. I mean, I'm a big project car enjoyer, but that is not the time right now. I gotta hold myself back. I was looking at, I keep on just browsing Facebook Marketplace and look for like absolute money pits that I can throw all my stuff at. Do I have a favorite animal? I gotta use my brain for a second. I think it would be cats. I like dogs like more to be friends with, but cats, they just got the aesthetic. I mean, think about the reaction images of cats. They're so good for it. Also, all my dogs are, I think, the stupidest things I've ever seen. Like, they don't have a single brain cell. My cats actually do, so. Because I live, like, we don't farm, but it's on a farm, kind of one of those situations, you know? And, so we have, like, a ton of cats that just, like, spawn in randomly. And they're always pretty chill. Because, like, even, like, the ones that were, like, really don't, they're not a fan, I don't know. They never, like, do anything. Have I ever drawn a dog girl? I feel like I had to have, right? I used to be really into VTubers, so I feel like I had to have drawn one. We might convert this one into a dog girl. She's converted. We're cooking. Okay. Now we've drawn a dog girl. Do we Ahoge as well? I'm like for talking smack about dogs. Exactly. I mean, my dog is sitting right next to me, and he was rage baiting me earlier. Like, oh, and he's old, so like, he like rage baits you, but he walks slow, because he's like 16. And I'm like, bro. He'll also still try and pick a fight. I'm like, dude, you can't do anything. My cats on something. I absolutely can't wait. You got it. Dude, fresh cats, like little kittens, are, I think, the best things ever made. We get them pretty regularly. Like, people just place them on our doorstep. And I'm like, I don't know where they come from. And it's not my parents, because they, like, want to blow their brains out when they see another cat at our door. But, like, it's probably every, like, 3 months, there's just a new cat. And we're like, okay, I guess we have to take care of it, because there is like a animal like shelter and around us, but it's like an hour and a half away, so like one that will actually take them. Oh, like, okay, it seems like nobody like wants cats. I don't know. I've always been a fan though. My brother is allergic, but he still messes with them. He's got like the debuff where if you sneeze like hard enough, your nose just starts bleeding. Oh, dude, one guy at work, he gets, okay, so he sneezes a lot when there's dust, and every time he sneezes, he gets a nosebleed. And every time he sees a nosebleed or he sees blood, he faints. So like almost weekly, and he thinks it's funny, so it's okay to laugh. He'll like sneeze, sees blood, and then faint, and then I'm like, oh, he did it again. He's been getting better, so he doesn't like fully faint anymore, but for a while it was pretty funny. And he thought it was really funny because every time he would faint, that also means he gets just fake not doing any work for the rest of the shift, and he like sometimes would like force it to come on earlier in. So then he'd be like, "Man, I'm not feeling well. I think I'm about to faint." And then obviously your boss is like, yeah, don't faint on the clock, please. At least not while I'm working. It's like I can't even remember having a nosebleed before. So I don't even know what it like would feel like. I've cut my hand a ton, so I can't imagine it's any worse than that, but let's see, I think a little peace sign works out pretty well here. Just the universal anime girl situation. Like, are you really drawing a baddie if you don't toss a peace sign in, you know? I might save this playlist. It's kind of like actually good. Like, damn. I wasn't like super hyped about it right away, but there we go. Now the background music situation solved. What's the playlist name? Let's see. Animal Crossing Lo-Fi Instrumentals. I'll just drop the link in the chat real quick. Oh, why is it on a different account? I'll put it in the description. How about that? Where's my stream? Where's my stream? There we go. Playlist is a link in the description now, so we're not fully just stealing from some guy. I just looked up like Animal Crossing music best of. I wanted like some Pokemon stuff, but I couldn't really find like a good playlist. They usually just take like all the intro songs, and I've heard those way too much to actually be like interested in listening to them, you know? Hello. Oh, nice to see you hopping in. Yeah, we were doing like an actual portfolio, like full drawing, and now we're just doodling dog girls. So you could say it's devolved or evolved, you know, who knows? I might just doodle till we hit like 3 hours, 3 hours 15 or so. Something like that. I was kind of just testing to make sure like my Wi-Fi actually is decent enough to like have a stream that works, you know? It's the natural progression of a whole artist. We even see it in Bubba. Every single time someone's like, yeah, you're never gonna catch me drawing an anime girl. Give it a year, they're only drawing anime girls. I know, I went that career way as well. It's like you just become enlightened, you know. It's like, oh, I just want to be happy. Let's draw some anime girls. Ooh, do we want to shade this? We could do a little bit. There we go. We got room for another baddie. That's what I'm seeing. Could draw a dude as well. I know it's a sin. I just got the feeling mixing it up would be the worst thing that ever happens. Yeah, I think I've decided we're gonna draw a guy. God forbid. Oh, I gotta use my brain for a little bit. I don't have like the muscle memory for like drawing dudes really, so it's a little trickier. It's kind of like the same like actual process, but I mean, you could even say it's different. Same but different, so call me a hypocrite. Here we go. We've acquired idea. Oh man, gasp. So we can probably scoot the grippers up here. Scoot this guy over. Scoot this guy over. You make some room. I think I want to make this one bigger. Now we can erase this one. Oh, look at all that room. We can definitely erase that too. Alright, let's get started. I would be prepared to make, like, this one's gonna look pretty buns for quite a while. Or permanently. It might not look good. I don't have like the proportions like memorized, so I find that I usually bounce between like making him like more and less anime style. Hello. I don't know. I kind of bounce between. This guy kind of looks like same. So like I have a reference popped up here. I'm not using like the same one. I usually just grab it for like the initial like jaw. I don't know. I like that. I don't usually look at them like crazy like full copy kind of situation, but they're nice to have when I'm like, oh, I forgot how a human thing work. He's got a bit of a Minecraft Steve head going on. What I do is a lot of JoJo and Vogue poses for guys, because they're like, so the ones that I've seen, they're usually like best quality and they're not like boring, because a lot of like guy references, they're just like looking straight on, mean mugging the camera, which is what we're going to be drawing, but still it's like I like to have I don't know, just a little bit more spice. Just bombed a joke and that's why he's saying, making that expression at you. Little mullet action. So you got to. You probably noticed I be spamming the flip horizontal. I have it on a keybind now, so it's kind of honestly a problem at this point, but I should just take it away because I use it like way too much. Because even if it does, like, if you're like in your brain, you're like, oh, it has to look good in both directions. It doesn't really need to, though. Like, it can look a little goofy in the other direction if it like looks chill the way you're gonna be looking at it. It does mean that it's like technically something's off. But I don't know. There's a point where you just gotta be like, it looks good enough, and just kind of move on. The more I look at this one, it kind of reminds me of Persona. I haven't really played it that much, like any of them. But I did notice that Persona 3 is on Steam, so I think we're gonna have to invest in that. I don't know if I have like the brain power to do a JRPG right now, though. Pretty much everyone that I know that has like played Persona, they're like, oh, I have 300 million hours in it, and I just finished this first storyline. I know that you can pull the teacher though, so that might be a canon event. Actually, okay. Skill diff, skill diff. That's coming together a little bit. I always feel like I have to make the eyes smaller than I think they should be. Otherwise, it just gets south. Alright, let's lock in. Yeah, normally when I draw dudes, I kind of like heavily rely on the rendering to carry the whole like structure, so just line only is kind of a little goofy right now. His eyes are way too far apart. We gotta do some facial surgery. Oh no. He's gonna become a Botox baddie. I mean, he looks a little silly, but it's okay. Not everyone needs to mog me, so. Speed run this hoodie. Oh, I think we got time for like one more quick little doodle before I should probably go to sleep, because it might or may or may not be 1 a.m. So I'm not gonna be the judge of that, but oh hey Fox, didn't read the chat for a bit. How you doing? Try and go a little bit more anime style on this one. This kind of became like a Seven Deadly Sins kind of style. Which I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I was trying to reread it like pretty recently, and I did not remember there being that much fan service in Seven Deadly Sins. That and like all the older anime, I didn't realize it was like that prominent. And I've always been pretty weak to fan service. I always found it like I cringe really bad. So to me, it makes it like almost, I would say like unwatchable. Especially the first episode cringe. Like I was trying to, I mean, I've watched the first season of ReZero, but not anything past that. I was trying to like actually give season 2 and all that shot. But I was like, oh, I'll just restart from the beginning. Does that make sense? I could not even get through that first episode. Like when he's like, the White Witch in the middle of like the I don't know, the street. It's like I just can't. Well, there we go. I think that is all we're going to be doing today. We had some pretty good, I would say. We were mildly productive. We had this, we got going, the next little splash illustration, and some random doodles. So I think the dog girl was a very good choice. But I think that's all I really got. Honestly, I can't really think of anything else. Yeah, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I wasn't really expecting anyone to join because it was pretty impromptu. So, but I had fun. So I plan on doing it more. I want to do like 2 or 3 days a week. I think. Yeah, it might be later. I don't know what some. I'll have to like try out some different times and see because this is like a good time for me, but you know, I don't know about for the most people. Because if I, yeah, you know, scattered across different time zones and stuff. But, because I know for the Euro Bros, I think it's like 8 a.m. or something right now. Which is kind of crazy to watch some dude draw at 8 a.m. But, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So.